In this video, we're going to conclude the topics in chapter 4. We're going to talk about trends that exist in the periodic table. So understand that electron configurations are going to be an important factor that influences the properties of elements such as atomic size and metallic character. So even though in the textbook ionization energy is also discussed, you guys are only going to be responsible for the concepts of atomic size and metallic character. So let's understand them in greater detail. First, let's study atomic size. When it comes to atomic size, understand that for representative elements, the atomic size increases going down in a group. And as you can see it represented here, if I highlight that area, we see the increase in atomic size, okay? But understand that if we move across a period from left to right, I'm just going to highlight it in purple, we see the atomic size tends to decrease. Now, what is that? Because if we put it in the context, okay, of why is this occurring, we know that as we're moving from left to right, there is an increase in the number of electrons. So if you have more electrons, wouldn't you think that you get larger? Well, that is not the case. Because remember that we're not only having an increase in the number of electrons as we're moving left to right, we also have an increase in the number of protons. So because the protons are increasing as the electrons are increasing, what that causes in the atom is that it actually brings those electrons in and the atom actually looks smaller. To put it in the context of an analogy, it would be kind of like if you are, for example, in a bathroom, okay? If you are the only person in a bathroom, okay, the room is going to look larger. As more people come into the bathroom, then the room is going to feel smaller, okay? Then, how do we explain that the atomic size increases as we move down within a group? Well, because now we have a new shell number, meaning a new energy level. Because remember that we are increasing in the number of periods as we move down. So utilizing the bathroom analogy, this is kind of like going into a bathroom that there's only one stall and now going into a bathroom that has 3 stalls. The room gets larger, even if you have more people in it. Now, because we increase the size of the room, again, the room will look larger. Let's now look at metallic character, because this trend in the periodic table is a little bit more easier to understand. One of the things that we introduced earlier in the chapter is the idea of having in the periodic table groups that are called metals, nonmetals, and metalloids, okay? As you can see, the trend for metallic character is that it is more prevalent in metals on the left side of the periodic table and less on nonmetals, which are on the right side of the periodic table. So this makes sense. Metallic character is decreasing as we move in a period from left to right, and it just comes from the idea that as we're moving from left to right, we're heading from the metals towards the nonmetals. So of course, the metallic character is decreasing because now we're going into elements that are less metallic. Now, when it comes to metallic character increasing as we move down in a period, this comes from the idea that now our atoms are getting larger. So we just have these metals that are just increasing in size because, again, when it happens that we go down in a period, we have more energy levels, more electrons, more protons.